Mr. Dan Hardy, appreciate your time here today, here in Saudi Arabia. It's such a big event coming up. It has big fight feels, and there's a lot of hype going in. But for this card, what do you expect to be the best result? Are we looking at a 30-second knockout, or should we go all 5 rounds, do you think?
No, I think we need to see both of these guys tested. I think we need to see them tested against one another as well. You know, Renan Ferreira, he ran through Ryan Bader too quickly for me. We didn't really get to see the rest of his game, and I think his game's developing very quickly. I think Ngannou can challenge him obviously in the striking, but he can also take him down, and I think that's really where we're going to see this fight start to, you know, spill over into different ranges of MMA. I very much feel like the striking is going to be quite tentative to start with because they're both so dangerous. But it wouldn't surprise me if we get a good 10-15 minutes of battle before one of these guys hits the canvas.
Oh man, I'm so excited for it. It's going to be such a banger. Now, I grew up watching you. I'm from Canada originally, so I grew up watching you fighting George St-Pierre. It's great to see you guys years later laugh about how funny that line about his pajamas was.
It was a good time. You know, GSP's, I've always held him in such high regard before and after I fought him. Still do now. You know, he's a fantastic individual. Always a pleasure to talk to him as well. And, you know, I was wearing pajamas all the time when I was doing Taekwondo as well. You know what I mean? It was just, you use these psychological things sometimes to nudge people, but he's impenetrable. You know, he's a very, very calm, focused individual, knows what he's capable of, and, you know, still doing great things to this day, still promoting good things and health and education, and he's a good dude. I like him a lot.
And we all like George, of course. He's a class act. But what about, let's talk about everything's okay with you and Dylan Tuke at this point, right? So I'm up in Edinburgh. I should go up to higher level. You and Dylan okay?
Yeah, me and Dylan are fine. We're fine. He wants to fight every month, and I don't have the events. I don't have the budget to be having him on cards every month. You know, he's a lively individual. I like him a lot, and when he's on a card, he brings a lot of attention and energy to it. We'll be seeing him fight again very soon. Yeah, Dylan's a good dude.
Oh yeah, Dylan's fun stuff. Now, I wanted to ask you about the transformative power that martial arts can have in young people's lives. Like all over the world, people could go into combat sports and it changes their life. How do you view this?
Oh, I mean, I'm a prime example of it. You know, I got into Taekwondo. I mean, I love the Ninja Turtles, but ultimately it was because I was struggling with kids at school being bullies, you know what I mean? So it was a self-confidence thing for me. Started Taekwondo. I built myself into quite a competent martial artist before I was in my mid-teens, and that gave me confidence to walk into any room and you know, have a calm presence, you know, not feel like I was being, you know, pushed or bullied or agitated and made to feel uncomfortable in any way. I felt like that gave me a lot of confidence, and I went straight into teaching kids. You know, as soon as I was old enough to run my own classes, I had a whole group full of kids that I would teach and take to competitions and stuff, and you can just see how it changes their lives, you know. Win or lose, just going out there and trying and getting the positive encouragement from their parents, which is another big part of kids in martial arts, having good parents to support them. Martial arts is a life changer.
Oh, it truly, truly is. Hey, Dan Hardy, appreciate your time. Thank you so much, sir.